What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope everyone's doing well. Back again. This one is going to be discussing the out of contract players. Currently 10 out of contract. Obviously Rodman has signed a contract but hasn't been announced, like I said yesterday. But yeah, going to be discussing who should stay, who should go. Before I get into the video, if you do enjoy it, please drop a like on it. Leave your thoughts as well. Let me know who you want to stay and who should go. And yeah, subscribe if you're new as well. But before, I just want to send my condolences to Lee Purcell's family. Diehard Rovers fan, literally went to every game, home and away. Used to see him a lot of times. He's chatted to me a few times as well. Nice bloke. But yeah, unfortunately he passed away. So my thoughts go out to all of his family and close friends as well. May he rest in peace. But yeah, getting in with the video, first player we're going to start off with is Leahy. Obviously been pretty class this season. Like we all know, he's not the best defensively, but you know, he's helped us so much going forward. Creativity, you know, chance creation, you know, obviously 10 goals and 5 assists from, you know, left back is quality, and I think he'll be class in League One. Obviously, like I said yesterday, he's, you know, Barton's already, you know, trying to get him to stay because he is one of our, you know, main players and one that always puts in effort. Like I said, may not be the best defensively, but class going forward as well and creating chances. So he should definitely stay. Next is Kyle Bennett, sort of a forgotten player. Obviously, Daryl Clark signed him, you know, on such high wages. He sort of come in, he done well the sort of first half of the season he come in, but after that he was just terrible. Been out on loan, currently at Grimsby, I think. I don't know whether he plays or not, but he's out of contract on such high wages as well. Meant to be on 5 or 6 grand a week, which is crazy. So he should be one, which is definitely going. Hasn't featured for Rovers for ages, and yeah, he should be let go. Get the money off the wage bill. Next up is Tom Davis. He was sort of unlucky to obviously got that injury, didn't he? He was doing really well under Coughlin. Then he got injured, pretty bad injury. And then obviously he got sent out on loan. Been doing really well at Barrow. A lot of Barrow fans have said how well he's doing, and obviously he's in League 2 this season, and obviously next season I think he'll be a big help. You know, I'd much rather him than Baldwin and Ema, to be honest with you. Probably a lot of Rovers fans would think that as well. So he should definitely get a new contract for sure, and I'd expect him to be a starter next season. I think he's a really good defender, you know, proper, you know, getting into tackles, knows how to defend, doesn't make mistakes, a leader as well. So yeah, he should stay. Next up is Upson. He's, you know, sort of, some fans like him, some fans don't. Me personally, I just don't think he's had a very good season. And I mean, to be honest, I think he's been pretty terrible. You know, he's in there to sort of defend. He can't really defend. He makes a lot of rash challenges. You know, this season he's had a lot of mistakes, just giving balls away. And I think his time's up at Rovers. He's on pretty high wages as well. I think 3 grand a week. So he would be one that I'd get rid of for sure. Get him off the wage bill. Let him, you know, go and find a League 2, League 1 club. I'm not sure who would take him, but yeah, he'd be one who I'd get rid of. Next up is Koike. He's a bit of an interesting one. We sort of signed him on a free from Burnley. Featured a bit, you know, when he has played, he's looked good, but you know, he just hasn't had a lot of game time. But it's weird. I mean, to be honest with you, I'd probably keep him as backup. I'd much rather keep him than Tatunda. I know Tatunda's alright, but I think Koike, you know, being younger, I'd probably keep him as backup to Leahy, and he can also play left mid as well, so I'd keep Koike. Next up, Little. He's another one, you know, like I said on the third tier pod last night, that Martin Little, he was sort of, you know, a really good player. You know, he was at Bristol City, done well there, done well at Peterborough. But before he joined us, he was pretty much left out for like the whole season under Parkinson at Bolton. He had a falling out with him. And since he's come to us, he's hardly played. Had so many injuries as well. He's 32 now, so he'd be another one who I'd get off the wage bill. You know, just way too injury prone as well. So next up, Agogo. He's another one which is, you know, to be honest with you, if it was me personally, I'd probably keep him. You know, he's a tough tackling midfielder, always, you know, wears his, you know, shirt, you know, on the badge, proper fighting for the badge as well. You know, to be honest with you, I'd keep him, but I got a feeling Barton will get rid of him, you know, because of his injury, and I don't think he'll be in Barton's plan. So I think Agogo will be gone as well. Next up is Josh Hare. He's another one that done really well last season. This season he's come in. He hasn't been the best defensively. He doesn't really play good as a back four, as a right back, but as a wing back he's quality. You know, first half of the season he done really well before we got in Williams, and Hare sort of lost his place. So for me, I'd keep him as backup. If Hare wants to play backup, then I'd keep him, but if he doesn't, then fair enough. If he wants to try and get a first team spot somewhere else, then I'd get rid of him, but I'd definitely keep him as backup. He'd be a good player, good creativity, good cross on him as well. So yeah, next up, Michael Kelly. Obviously been at Yeovil this season on loan. You know, been at Rovers for, you know, quite a few years now. Still a young player. Was linked back with Millwall and West Ham a few years ago, but just hasn't worked out. He isn't the best at defending. He hasn't got pace either, so I'd be, you know, willing to let him go as well. And then Martinez, he's got a year left. He's got an option of a year left, but really, Pablo Martinez, you know, apart from Lincoln, I don't think he played that well, but all the rest of the games since Barton's brought him in, you know, considering he was playing at Oxford City on loan, you know, but he's been class for us, really has got a bright future, and I'll definitely give him a longer deal. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. Hope you did enjoy it. Leave your comments down below as well. I want to hear your thoughts on who you would keep, who you would get rid of as well. But yeah, like, subscribe, share the video, keep smashing the support on the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Up the gas.